Hello, and welcome to this review of the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative's publication policy and review process. So what is the purpose of this policy? All publications, abstracts, and presentation materials must be submitted for review to the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative's Publication Review Committee prior to submission to ensure that the use is consistent with the aims and research objectives of the final approved plain language abstract that was included in the researcher's application and is also incorporated into the researcher's approved data use agreement. It's also reviewed to ensure that it does not inadvertently provide information that could identify either an individual resident, provider, or facility. Also, that it adheres to CMS's current cell size suppression policy, and that it acknowledges the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative and its mission. So here's an overview of the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative's publication policy. So if you are submitting a manuscript to a journal, for example, or a book excerpt, you should submit the full final draft, including any acknowledgement statements or references, and that should be submitted at least 5 days prior to submission to the journal or publisher. Expedited review may be available upon request, but is not guaranteed. Alternatively, if you are submitting an abstract to a conference, poster, podium, or panel presentation, you should submit the abstract to the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative concurrently with submission to the conference. So this does not need to occur prior to submission to the conference. It can be submitted concurrently to the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative. However, if that abstract is approved for a poster, podium, panel presentation, etc., those presentation materials, the final full draft, should be sent to the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative 5 days prior to the conference or event. So again, the abstract does not need to be sent ahead of time, but if it is accepted, the presentation materials will need the 5-day publication review prior to the event. Now, what is the procedure for submission and review? Materials should be sent via email to the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative email address shown on the screen here with the subject line review requested. Again, please allow 5 business days for review unless you are just submitting an abstract to a conference, then it can be submitted concurrently. Upon acceptance to a journal or third party, the final accepted manuscript and publication information should be sent via email to the Long-Term Care Data Cooperative with the subject line article accepted. If you are interested in publishing results from analyses that are not explicitly described in your approved aims, again, that are found in your final plain language abstract, please contact us to discuss. Approval depends on the scope of the request, and researchers will be asked to either submit a form that would be used in getting additional approval or submit a new application for use of the data. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please contact us either at our website or via the email shown on the screen here.